Welcome to the Concacaf World Cup qualifier between the British Virgin Islands against Cuba in Estadio Francisco Morazán in Honduras, where these two teams will clash to try to get a hold in Group E and qualify for Australia, New Zealand 2023 World Cup. Pitch conditions today, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, rain just 6%, and a gentle breeze of 21 miles per hour. Taking a look at Group E so far, we have Haiti out in front with 3 points. They scored 6 goals. Cuba, 3 points as well. They scored 3 goals against St. Vincent. And then the British Virgin Islands get their first chance to play in this CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, their debut match. And it's none other against Cuba in today's matchup. The British Virgin Islands are a young team, and their director talked about a learning experience and a chance to grow. It's an historical moment for this young federation to earn their keep and try to play against some of the bigger matchups in the CONCACAF region. Cuba, on the other hand, a little more experience. They are ranked 91 in the FIFA Federation, and they have won 3 points already with a 3-0 win versus St. Vincent just the other night on Thursday. They're going to try to come out tonight and get all 3 points against this young British Virgin Islands team. The BVI team, as they're known as, will try to come out, be pragmatic, and try to earn at least a point here tonight against this Cuban national team. My name is Ryan Davis. Thank you for joining the broadcast. It should be a fantastic match against experienced, against the new in this British Virgin Islands matchup against Cuba. Teams will be out shortly for the national anthems. We will have the lineups as well as the officials and give you the complete rundown of tonight's matchup.
Damas y caballeros, démosle la bienvenida a los equipos nacionales de Islas Vírgenes Británicas y Cuba. Damas y caballeros, les pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Cuba. A continuación, el himno nacional de Islas Vírgenes Británicas.
Welcome back to Estadio Morazán in Honduras as Cuba take on the British Virgin Islands. The national anthems are completed and we're going to bring you the lineups in only moments. This young British Virgin Islands team, an historic moment for them to play their first World Cup qualifier, and it's again none other than Cuba. Now, the last time these two teams played, Cuba won the match 21-0. And here comes the British Virgin Islands lineup. We have number 1, Kimberly Smith in goal. 5, Keely Brickwood, Chandni Watley, Make It Fahi, Kaiza Gums, number 10. Zolita Bamford, just 16 years old. Ariel Mohammed, also 16 years old in defense. Gabrielle Germain, Jasmine Cox, Gina Seki, and Zaria Smith make up the starting lineup for this evening's match. As we can see, the young team mixed with some experience. There is a 30-year-old by the name of Keely Brickwood in there, number 5. And it's going to be a real test for this young team. As we get ready to take the toss, the officials with the captains. Toss is in the air, and it seems to go to British Virgin Islands. And looks like they're going to choose this side, so the two teams may have to choose the side with Cuba getting the ball. The officials tonight, Sibilis Miranda in the middle, and then Shirley Pereo, Lourdes Noriega, and fourth official Odette Hamilton from Jamaica makes up the fourth official for tonight. For Cuba, we have Alian Matamoro, the captain. She's in goal. She had to come off as a substitute in the last game. The experienced Lissandra Gonzalez at wide midfield. Yerli Palma, Laura Moreno, Rachel Peleaes, who's going to be pulling the strings up top. Elian Valdez, Yeranis Lee, Gianna Borrego, Deyamis Chinea, Yusnelvis Espinoza, and Maria Alvarez makes up tonight's Cuban team to take on this British Virgin Islands. The coach for Cuba, Idelcia Griego, and the coach for British Virgin Islands, Wayne Phillip, as Cuba gets their last huddle before the referee blows this one off. There's referee Miranda, who's about to take us through 90 minutes of World Cup qualification. Last instructions. And here we go in Estadio Francisco Morazán in Honduras. We have British Virgin Islands versus Cuba. Cuba in the white shirts going from left to right on your screen. British Virgin Islands in black going from right to left. Cuba, remember, 3-0 winners versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Thursday evening. They're going to try to get 3 more points to try to lead this group. Only the winners of the group get through to the second phase, where USA and Canada await to make 8 teams for the second round of qualification to get to Australia and New Zealand in 2023. Here's Valdez, intercepted. Good pass. Here's Mohammed, the captain. Gets to the byline, squares it across. Small deflection, and it goes straight into the hands of Kimberly Smith. Smith going long. Here's Fahey with control, looking for some support, dispossessed. Here's Marquez, Moreno Marquez, and she's fouled. First free kick of the match, and it goes to Cuba. You see the experienced Lisandro Gonzalez, and here's that Moreno, who scored the second goal against St. Vincent the other night, a fantastic left-footed volley. And here's Gonzalez with the free kick, swings this one in. Gonzalez. Palma. A second attempt, and it goes on goal. Kimberly Smith can't hold on to it, and she does on the second attempt. Bounce awkwardly right in front of the keeper, but in the end, got control. Borrega is fouled, looking to take it quickly, and referee not interested with the quick free kick. Here's Alvarez standing over it now. Here's Borrega, shoot being tugged. She wins the free kick right in front of the box. It was number 17, Cheik, England native, who plays for the British Virgin Islands. Of course, British, the very first name of BVI. So yes, they will be English-born players playing for BVI. Here's Lisandro Gonzalez with a fantastic left foot. Cues it up. Gonzalez with the shot, and it just goes over the bar. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Virgin Islands. There's Lisandro Gonzalez, experienced left-sided player. Here's that free kick again, just getting under it and not enough dip. 86 degrees at kickoff, lots of sunshine. And here comes Gonzalez again. She's in the box now, looking for some support, lays it back. And the shot deflected and blocked just in front of Kimberly Smith's goal. And here comes BVI now, looking for a counter-attack, and they do. Here's Cox on the right-hand side with the chop, looking for some support, deflected only as far as Pelaez, the creative playmaker, finding Gonzalez. Beautiful footwork, well defended in the end by number 5, Kelly Brickwood, the experienced defender. Brickwood, the veteran at 30 years old on this BVI team, the number 5. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's Yerli Palma again, who took the free kick only moments ago. Looking for some movement. Here comes Palma, Gonzalez. And it's a 16-year-old Mohammed, kicks it out for a throw-in. Palma, given away. No, retrieved by Cuba. Here's Cox again, playing as that front, as that striker, that lone striker. BVI are playing a 5-4-1, being very pragmatic, completely understanding that the more experienced Cuba, with a win under their belt just Thursday night, will be coming after them to look for 3 more points. Cuba playing their 3-5-2, just like they played 2 nights ago. And here's the right wing back and the assist, Gianna Borrego, who got the assist for that first goal against St. Vincent. Bamford, 16 years of age, dispossessed. Here she is. What an opportunity, what a historical moment this is for BVI. Valdez, the cross. And this one harmlessly goes past Kimberly Smith's first post. So just over 5 minutes gone. British Virgin Islands 0, Cuba 0. But the goal kick seemed to be an issue for Smith. Can't get it very far. And here comes Cuba again. Gonzalez is going to be out on the Cuban for a BVI throw. Asking for that ball to be pushed ahead of her and not exactly on her feet. Mohammed with the throw in. Here's Jermaine. She kicks it out. Cuban throw. Palma. Gonzalez takes her time. Alvarez. Good interception by Bamford. Borrega. The 1-2 with Valdez. Borrega again. Lovely play by Cuba. Great tackle in the end by Fahy. Played all the way back. That's a win for BVI as Cox pursues. And the first touch of the ball for Matamoro, the goalkeeper for Cuba. Interception by Brickwood. Cox again. Beautiful ball inside, could not possess it. And here comes Cuba. Back out in the wing they go with Valdez. Valdez goes direct, looking for Borrega. And Fahy in two minds clears this one out. Not Fahy Radhi, but Chanley Watley clears it out for a corner kick. And it's going to be the first corner for Cuba. And it's going to be the playmaker herself, Rachel Pelaez. That's 3 goals for her national team. Plays it short. Borrega, the cross, intercepted in the end. Good clearance by BVI. So far they've stayed compact. And that's the number 10, Kezia Gomes. Borrega plays it short to Valdez. Valdez skips past one. The cross. And it was Brickwood. Lays it back on the shot. Good save by Smith. Brickwood didn't clear it. And the shot was smothered in the end by Smith. Good save. Poor clearance. The shot by Alvarez. Smith did enough. Here comes Cuba resetting. Cox again, the English native. This one is played out wide. It's going to be Chicky. Jake waiting for some support. Can't get it. Cuba on a counter-attack now. You see number 13, Yarenis Lee, who had the opening goal against St. Vincent. And now it's Gonzalez on the left. And the ball is played through. And it's a lovely finish. Rachel Pelaez scores the opening goal for Cuba. A calmly taken finish. And the experienced Cuban team take a 1-0 lead against British Virgin Islands after only 9 minutes. The number 10 was played through and wasted no time, took one touch and put the Cuban national team ahead by a 1-0. Lovely pass through, and the number 10 made no mistake. Here it is again, soft pass, and look at the finish. Saw Smith, and just with the gentlest of touches, made no mistake down in the corner to take a comfortable 1-0 lead. And here comes Cuba again with Valdez. Valdez trying to get past Bamford. Pelaez again with the cross. The header, Gonzalez Appeals for a handball, and no, the referee is going to call, looks like for some sort of free kick, not an offside. Ball was played in, the handball was there, maybe a high kick by Gonzalez. But the referee calls in favor of BVI. Played short to Fahey. Intercepted in the end. Chenea plays it short. And here comes Gonzalez again on the left-hand side. Accurate left foot. And it was Lee with the shot and it was smothered. Here's Brickwood with a lovely pass out. Early ball over the top, looking for Cox. Matamoro is there. Cannot be controlled. Brickwood again with the clearance, and the referee. Looks like Alvarez is winded. The referee understands that. The clearance straight into the stomach of Alvarez. She immediately went over. And referee Miranda not taking any chances, getting some medical attention. So, a goal by number 10, Rachel Pelaez, has given Cuba a 1-0 lead over BVI in the 9th minute. Looks like Alvarez is back on her feet. Looks like she's making her way to the sideline. Here's Bamford, the 16-year-old. Talk about the young players for BVI. Two of them, Mohammed, the captain, number 12, as Alvarez gets some water. 86 degrees at kickoff was reported in Honduras. And it's going to be a drop ball. Looks like Palma is going to retrieve it for Cuba. Here's Palma, the right footer playing on the left side. Cuba switched to play. Their natural 3-5-2 provides them a lot of width. Borrego plays it all the way back. Matamoro finds his center back. That's Chenea. Goes to Gonzalez, who's always free on that left-hand side. Beautiful skill. Espinoza. Borrego. Pressure by BVI. Alvarez can't get around it. Here's Bamford trying to get control. Intercepted. Early ball too. Slipped in. And it's going to be an offside on Yarenis Lee, number 13. Scored that opening goal like we mentioned against St. Vincent. Such a lively player, finding the seams and working off the number 10, Pelaez. Pelaez is trying to thread that one through, but Lee just being a hair offside. Kimberly Smith couldn't do much with that first goal. The experienced Keely Brickwood is going to kick this free kick for BVI. Not too far, Cuba retrieves. Pelaez, beautiful pass, look at the weight of it. Brickwood's there. Can't clear it out. Gonzalez. Early cross. Oh, important interception by Gums. Looks like the referee may call for another corner kick. Early ball in by Gonzalez. There was Gums intercepting. A heavy tackle by Watley. Corner kick for Cuba. Nope. Looks like the referee is going to judge this to be a goal kick. Just about 15 minutes gone. It's been all Cuba so far, like we expected. With this BVI team just trying to gain as much experience as they can with this very, very young squad. Lee now. Pelaez intercepted by Watley. Important interception. Here's Mohammed. 16 years old, like we mentioned. Up the line it goes. Back to Mohammed. Fahey hounded. Borrego. Valdez. Lovely pass, his Bamford could not control it. Here's Moreno. Giving away, and here comes Cox now. In that 5-4-1 formation, they're going to have to be patient. Cox is going to be up there by herself. Lovely ball through, a chance for BVI, and Matamoto was quick off of the line. Here's Cox now, looking for Jake, retrieves, goes backwards. Gonzalez out wide, finding Lee. Brickwood's there, and it's going to be a throw-in for Cuba. Well, first chance, or first glimpse of a chance for BVI. It was for Zara Smith. But Matamoto, the Cuban goalkeeper, was so quick off of the line. Clearly has recovered from that injury in the first game. Offside. Yaranis Lee, the culprit. Here it is again. Brickwood doing a great job, allowing Lee to take that extra step forward. And a free kick for BVI. Mohamed intercepted. Beautiful ball in. Pelaez again. Could it be two? Oh, she found Smith. And looked like she may have turned her ankle, but she had the entire goal at the far post to finish it. But Smith just waited for her at the first. And Pelaez somehow made a mistake. Yep, she turned her ankle just before. You could see it there, immediately clutched at it. And BVI have been let off the hook. What an opportunity that was for the number 10 to make it 2-0. Alvarez, flicked on by Lee. Gonzalez. Gonzalez now. And Smith, can it be? Great save by Kimberly Smith. Somehow gets her hands to it. Well, Cuba could have had 2 goals in a matter of a minute to make it 3. In the end, 2 saves by Smith has allowed this game to stay at 1-0. Here's Gonzalez, looks up, and straight to Kimberly Smith, who's got her feet to it and then her hands. Brave goalkeeping. Here's Valdez, finding Borrego. Borrego to the byline, looks up. The cross, and well taken out by Brickwood. Apologizes to Smith, but no apologies there. Had no idea that Smith was behind her. And it's going to be the 3rd corner kick for Cuba. Almost at 19 minutes, and it's been one-way traffic. Cuba 1, BVI 0. Number 2, the left-footed Lisandra Gonzalez. He's going to provide an in-swinger. Just looking at the flag, the wind is going to support her as well. Right at the 6-yard box, Smith comes out, doesn't get a hand to it. Hits Fahey, she clears it out. Moreno, she can shoot it. Moreno with the shots. Well saved by Smith. Good soccer all around. Good shot by Moreno, good save by Smith. There it is again. Moreno with the left-footed goal just 2 nights ago. This time with a right-footed shot. Mohamed crowded and gives up a throw-in. Mohamed really struggling with that constant pressure by Gonzalez and company. Here's Lee now. Cuba really pressuring, looking for that 2nd goal. Lee with the cross. Here's Gonzalez at the far post. Gonzalez across again. Smith is out of her goal. Out by Fahey. Borrego. Moreno. Moreno again. Bamford can't get there. Gonzalez out by Brickwood again. Dare I say, Brickwood is a wall, a brick wall. It's Borrego now. Borrego again, gets to the byline, tries to get past another. And here's Bamford, can she retrieve? Yes, she can. The pass, an errant pass. And Smith can't find Jake, number 17, and it's going to be a throw-in for Cuba with Borrego. Gonzalez, beautiful skill. Looking for Moreno, intercepted. And the clearance goes as far as Cox. Great hold-up play by Cox. Jake. Cox again. Borrego's touch. Here comes Sheikh up the line. Cox now. Out it goes. Safety first for number 16. Luis Nelvis Espinoza from FC Holguin in Cuba. And British Virgin Islands gets to catch their breath after that onslaught by Cuba. And it's going to be the left back Bamford. And it's going to be a throw-in. Flicked on by Cox, intercepted by Gonzalez, who's come all the way from the left. Borrego with a beautiful pass to Moreno. Intercepted by Watley. An imposing figure, Watley. Long throw by Borrega, intercepted by Gums. Fahey finds Cox. Lovely pass. Cox tried to control. She can't. Here comes Cuba. Alvarez. Beautiful pass by Alvarez. Looking for Valdez, who has switched over to the left-hand side. Palma. Palma to the byline. She's right-footed. Gets back to the right foot. The cross. Pelaez. Pelaez looking for number 2 with the shot. Oh, a beautiful finish. Rachel Pelaez with a gorgeous goal to make it 2-0. What a finish by the number 10. Still squinting from that early twisted ankle. But that did not change her finish. The technique was fantastic. And Cuba take a 2-0 lead against British Virgin Islands. And they're setting up for another 3 points. Palma brings it back in. Look at the fake by Pelaez, and a look at the finish. Top right-hand corner. No chance for Kimberly Smith. The fake was fantastic, and the finish was sublime. The number 10 gets her 5th goal for her national country. So Rachel Pelaez with 2 goals tonight, giving Cuba a commanding 2-0 lead. Gonzalez. Gums. Fahey gives it away. Moreno looking for 3. Pelaez with that hobbled ankle. Bamford. Watley. You can see this BVI team with all their inexperience. As the game moves on, as it progresses, you can see them gaining experience and confidence. Their touch is coming. Their passes are more crisp. As we can see the foul on Gums. Here's Gums in number 10. Espinoza with the interception. Moreno helps it along. Alvarez out to Valdez. And she gets there. Valdez. The adventurous Valdez. Here she comes. Tries the shot to the far post. Near post, rather. Kimberly Smith, no problems in the end. Cuba are so adventurous. Here's that shot, whizzing past the first post. So this young federation of British Virgin Islands under a lot of pressure by Cuba. Here comes Bamford. Intercepted by Espinoza. The center back comes all the way around. Brickwood does not control it, and another goal. It's 3-0 to Cuba. A lovely finish in the end by Relentless Lee, who gets a second goal in as many games. Always probing behind the number 10, Pelaez, and Lee, the number 13, gets her first goal of the evening, and Cuba's third. A misunderstanding by Brickwood, and Lee cleans up and makes no mistake with the finish. No chance for Smith. They're right on top of the goalkeeper, and you put that ball at any side of her, and it's going to be a goal. Great composure by Lee. The moment just seems to be a little too much right now. Brickwood commits the foul on Lee. No yellow card. Here comes Brickwood with a tough challenge, and Brickwood was deciding it's going to be either the player or the ball. No ball in that instance. So British Virgin Islands with a nightmare experience last time they played Cuba, losing 21-0. Are down 3-0. But it has to be said, so far have looked quite good in comparison to their previous matchup against this Cuban national team. Though it's 3-0, the BVI team seem to be growing in stature as the game moves along. Their trapping seems to be better, their passing getting firmer. And that ball did not come outside of the box, but the referee decides to play on. Valdez going short to Alvarez. Alvarez looking for options, finds Moreno. Moreno threading the ball, and it's for Gonzalez. Great idea, just too far for the left footer. So we see Cuba switching sides now, with Valdez, the right footer, going to the left, and the left-footed Gonzalez coming to the right. So rather than have the traditional crosses, we're going to have the players cutting inside. Here's Bodego. Crossing this one, a great cross. And Lee can't find the volley. Fahey. Gonzalez with his shot, and it's over bar. So Coach Wayne Phillip from British Virgin Islands talked about their training before this World Cup qualifier, saying they had a 2-night boot camp where the team stayed together and worked on their fitness and sharpened their skills, just for a chance to play in this big moment. Nothing is bigger than the FIFA World Cup, whether it's men or women. And here comes Cuba looking for a fourth. Here's Lee with the shots, and Smith gets her hands to it. Here's that shot again, smothered by Smith. Great reactions. Here's Gomes. Finding Mohammed. Mohammed can't find the room. Gonzalez so quick. Palma finds Alvarez. Palma again. Early ball. Can't find anyone, and Brickwood lets it run out. We're talking about this big moment, and the team did prepare. Coach talked about training consistently and everyone finding their responsibilities on the field. As we see Kimberly Smith with the goal kick. Jermaine goes up the line to Mohammed. Links up with Smith, trying the 1-2. Cuba just right on top of them, not allowing them to come out of their own half. Lee. Brickwood, just that imposing presence by the number 5. Lee wins the free kick. So really, it's the nimble Lee against the sturdy Brickwood. And the nimbleness wins out in that duel. Palma. Valdez. Ball inside, and Pelaez can't find number 4. She's on a hat-trick in this first half. Pelaez scored the first 2 goals for Cuba. As you see the ball from Valdez, and Pelaez just could not get over it. Still hobbled by that twisted ankle in the opening minutes of this match. As Kimberly Smith prepares for another goal kick. Fahey. Here's Gomes. Can't get it out. Smothered. Borrego. Valdez now in the box. Here they come again. Valdez! Spliced it, got under it, and kicked it over. Beautiful footwork. Valdez gets right on top of the 6-yard box and made a meal of it. Not happy with herself, and quite rightly so. Should have been 4. And a let off for BVI. Brickwood, goal kick. Just can't find the technique. Pelaez, is she onside? And Relentless makes it 4. It seems to be the Achilles heel of this young British Virgin Islands team. Their goal kicks can't seem to get past just the 18-yard box. And Pelaez just intercepted and just slipped it across to Lee, who did the rest. Completely handicapped by those goal kicks. Can't get it past the 18-yard box. And Cuba, understanding that, are racking up the goals as a result. Cuba 4, British Virgin Islands 0. We are live in Estadio Francisco Morazán. There was Pelaez with her assist, and Lee with his second goal of the night to give Cuba that 4-0 lead. No chance for Smith. Gomes trying to find Jake. There's Mohammed getting some room up top, trying to find Smith, and she does. Jake. Alvarez. One touch by Lee, beautiful. Intercepted by Gomes. Trying to find Mohammed, intercepted by Palma, the right-footed Palma. Finding Valdez. Beautiful ball to Borrego. Borrego is in, looking for some support. Pulls it back. Valdez on top of the box. Here's Valdez. Patience, Pelaez looking for number 5. Moreno. Gonzalez, Pelaez appeals for a handball, play on by the referee. Bamford's hand was against her body, which means it's part of her body. Hernandez. So Palma, sorry. Gonzalez, great save by Smith. Save of the match so far. And Kimberly Smith has a lot to be proud about, despite the scoreline. Good shot by Gonzalez and reactionary save by Smith. As Cuba prepare for yet another corner. Borrego going short to Valdez. Valdez now to the byline. Intercepted by Gomes for yet another corner. Borrego had the assist against St. Vincent and the Grenadines and is probing ever since. Left-footed cross. Cleared away in the end. Only as far as Alvarez. Going to try to get it back in the box. Moreno, she can shoot from anywhere. There's Moreno, takes another touch. Moreno! Saved by Smith. Kimberly Smith has pulled off a couple of good saves. Great shot by Moreno, has such good technique. Mohammed can't get there. Palma. Palma, pass 2, pass 3. Here comes Palma again. Cuba, great stop by Watley. She's pumped up, the number 6, and she should be. Great stop by the center-back. Has a lot of defending to do so far, and a lot more to come. By the looks of it, this Cuban team has been relentless. Palma looking to go for Kimberly Smith's last post. No threat. Left-footed, the right-footed Palma, always on the left, trying to clip those crosses in and looking inside for maximum damage with shots and passes like that. And the back pass is cleared out by Smith, and here's Valdez, and Watley is there. Smith out to Mohammed. Smith again. Good ball by Mohammed, looking for Cox. Only as far as Espinoza. Valdez again. Moreno's making the run. Finds Moreno. Can she keep it in? Yes, she does. Moreno playing it short to Borrego. Borrego now with the cross. Intercepted by Brickwood. Borrego again to the byline. No call by the referee. Here's Gums. Gums takes no chances. Kicks it out for a throw-in. Here's that penalty appeal again. Borrego going to the byline, and it was Cheik. Looks like there was a lot of contact. Referee Miranda does not agree. No penalty. Borrego. Oh, lovely play by Borrego. Valdez. Valdez again. Beats Watley. Valdez to the byline. Across his beautiful play, and the number 10 kicks wide. Pelaez on a hat-trick. Can't find it. What an opportunity. Takes her time, brings it back to the right foot, and squanders the chance. And his score remains at 4-0. Watley now, under pressure. Bamford. Great pass by Bamford. Gums. Gums again, taking her time, intercepted. Took too long in the center of the park. Borrego finding Moreno. Moreno with such good technique, gets to the byline. Gets it across the goal. Intercepted only as far as Alvarez, out by Smith. Gonzalez. Palma. Palma to the byline on that weaker left foot. Palma across the goal, and it's in. Yarenes Lee gets a hat-trick. Number 13 makes no mistake, and it is 5-0 Cuba. Constantly probing, constantly pressuring, and Cuba takes their chance with Yarenes Lee. She gets her hat-trick, her third goal for the night. Yeah, Palma gets to the byline, squares it across, and a lovely finish in the end by the number 13. No chance for Smith in goal, right on top in the 6-yard box. Cuba are up 5-0 against this very young and inexperienced British Virgin Islands team. So Haiti, who's leading this group with goal difference, had 6 goals the other night against Honduras. Cuba won their game against St. Vincent's 3-0, so they were second behind Haiti on goal difference. Understanding that, they're trying their best to score as many as they can against the weaker British Virgin Islands team to get that goal difference up and maybe, just maybe, pip Haiti in this group. Only one team can come out of this 5-team group. And it looks like, just by the first round, it's going to be Haiti and Cuba battling to the end. Oh, and Smith comes out and gets a hand to it, and looks like it's going to be a foul. Looks like Alvarez coming all the way up from that holding midfield role. Kimberly Smith coming out, and you can see the outstretched foot. Smith goes down and gets the free kick. Smith going short, finds Watley, heavy touch. And foul. Watley goes down. These players, whether it was a hard tackle or not, you can see Borrego, and it's Watley actually stepping on Valdez's foot. But the heat, the exhaustion of some of these players who have not had the time or the training to play in these tough conditions. Every foul, every impediment is just going to take that much longer to get back on their feet, as Watley struggling after that challenge. British Virgin Islands, their first World Cup qualifier. So far, it's been all one-way traffic by Cuba. BVI's next match will be against Honduras in 3 days' time on Tuesday. Then you'll have to go April 6th against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and then April 9th to wrap up the group stage against Haiti. Here's a look at that fifth goal. Palma getting to the byline. Weaker left foot, but good enough cross for Yerenis Lee to get her hat-trick. Cuba's fifth. Watley coming to the sideline. Does not seem to be too happy about it. Not sure if she's going to come back into the game. Seems to be making her way to the center, to the half line. Should give her coach some encouragement. Free kick to BVI. 43 minutes in. Fahey with the kick. It's a good one. Smith can't control. Fahey hounding. Lee, lovely pass. Palma, the right-footed Palma clips it in. And here comes Valdez. Great interception by Bamford. Bamford again, trying to make some room. Hounded by Valdez. Bamford again. Just 16 years of age, dispossessed. Valdez finding Borrego. Looks like referee Miranda's going to call a free kick, and it's going to be a Cuban free kick. Here's the challenge again. Late tackle by Bamford on Valdez. Easy call for the referee. Here comes Lisandra Gonzalez. Lots of experience. 23 years of age. And with a deadly left foot, is going to put this ball as close to Kimberly Smith's goal as possible. Referee counts the 10 yards, giving instruction to Gums, the sole player in the world. We're into the last minutes of the first half. Cuba 5, BVI, British Virgin Islands 0. Gonzalez. Header by Alvarez. Oh, and Pelaez gets a hat-trick. As calm as you like, the number 10. The free kick not taken care of by BVI. And a left-footed volley by the number 10 gives Cuba a 6-0 lead. Here's that ball in by Gonzalez. A header by Alvarez. Nothing by Smith, and there it was. Pelaez, her hat-trick. Goal number 3. Look at the finish, no chance for Smith. So 3 goals for Pelaez, 3 goals for Yarinis Lee, 2 hat-tricks in the first half, and Cuba 6, British Virgin Islands 0. My name is Ryan Davis, and we are so happy for you guys to join us in this World Cup qualifier in Estadio Francisco Morazán in Honduras. 5-team group between Haiti, Honduras, St. Vincent, British Virgin Islands, winner gets to the second round where Canada and USA await. Cleared away by Brickwood. 2 minutes of injury time to be played. Fahey. Only as far as Alvarez. Fahey again. Lovely tracking back by Yarenis Lee. She's so athletic and nimble, the number 13. She constantly probes behind Pelaez, number 10. And she finds her room, her space, and her support by her speed and finding those gaps in the defense, in number 13. There's Bamford. Here's Lee again. Beautiful pass through the lines. Valdez. And Smith quickly off a line to get that one. Long throw. Moreno. Fahey. Moreno wins it back. Throws it out to Borrego. Beautiful ball by Borrego. Misunderstanding by Pelaez. Valdez. Moreno. Alvarez pulled back. Alvarez with his shot, and it's high and it's wide. And that'll be the end of stoppage time. And the referee, right on cue, blows off the first half. After 45 minutes of play, Cuba 6, British Virgin Islands 0. A hat-trick by the number 10, Rachel Pelaez, and a hat-trick by number 13, Yarenis Lee, takes Cuba to a 6-goal advantage over this inexperienced British Virgin Islands team. So look at the first half highlights. Both teams coming on the field. Historic moment for British Virgin Islands, an inexperienced team in a World Cup qualifier versus Cuba. As the referee blows us on the way, and it's been all one-way traffic. Kimberly Smith with the save. In the end, smothered But Cuba would open the scoring with that woman, Pelaez, with a 1-0 lead, a lovely finish. And Moreno threading the ball through for her, took her time, and gave Cuba to a deserved 1-0 lead after only 10 minutes. A shot by Moreno, and Smith again with another save, and it's going to be the theme for the first half of this young BVI team. Here's Palma, the left back, to Pelaez again, cuts it back, and look at the finish to make it 2. Just beautiful. Took her time, such great skill, good close control, and the finish sublime. So Pelaez with her second, as well as Cuba's, as they take a commanding 2-0 lead. Here comes the third, Yarinis Lee slipping inside. A misunderstanding by Brickwood. There she is, the number 13, to give Cuba a 3-0 lead. And they were well on their way in this first half. Here's Pelaez now, coming the provider, and then passing it to Yarinis Lee to get her second goal. So both Pelaez and Lee both have 2 goals. And Cuba has a 4-0 lead over BVI. Palma getting to the byline. Could they make it 5? They do. Yarinis Lee getting her hat-trick with a lovely volley. No chance for Kimberly Smith. And Cuba with a 5-0 lead. And just before the half, Gonzalez with the free kick, not taken care of by BVI. And the volley by that woman again, Pelaez. She gets her hat-trick. And Cuba's 6th. As British Virgin Islands staring down the bottom of a barrel as Cuba lead by 6-0 after the first 45 minutes. Quick look at the halftime stats.
Su atención, por favor. Sustitución en la selección de Cuba. Ingresa con la número 7.
All right, welcome back to the second half between Cuba and the British Virgin Islands. Cuba 6, BVI 0, and it's been a thoroughly dominant performance so far by the Cuban national team as they try to look for a 7th goal. And British Virgin Islands slowly coming into their own, but just not enough to match up. And we have 2 substitutions that have taken place. Number 7, Unesis Nunez comes in for Cuba. Also, Maria Perez comes in as well. Number 10, Rachel Pelaez, who scored a hat-trick in the first half, is out as she nurses an injury. And the 2 substitutions made. So Cuba reloading. As I mentioned, just before the half, or at halftime, they'll be trying to get as many goals as they can to make sure they can actually get an edge up on Haiti, who'll be trying to do the same in this group. Here's Mohammed, intercepted. Beautiful ball in, looking for Palma. Palma intercepted by Watley, who came across quickly, and she had to. Watley was nursing an injury at the end of the first half, but made no mistake with that one. Throw in. Nunez turns, tried to slip it inside. Nunez again, and it's going to be a handball called on the number 7. As referee Miranda made no mistake. Fahey with the free kick. It's been a problem. Here comes Nunez again. That highlight as the ball bubbled up by Brickwood. Hit Nunez right on the hand. Here's Borrego. Going out wide to Valdez. Valdez finding the hat-trick scorer in Lee. Lee gets past one, looks inside. Yarinis Lee on a beaver trick. Valdez intercepted by Bamford. There's Bamford again, trying to find some room. Well done, finds Jake, looking for Cox. Cox pursuing Espinoza. Intercepted by Jermaine. Cox again. And the pass just a little too long for Jake. Matamoto, one of her few touches so far in this game, as you can imagine. Palma, going long, looking for Nunez, the substitute. She gets there. Brickwood gets a foot to it. Nunez gets it back, gets to the byline. And here comes Watley. Brickwood and Watley, 2 imposing figures, and Watley making no mistake. Good tackle by the number 6, and it's going to be the first corner kick for Cuba. Well-timed tackle by the centre-back. Here comes the left-footed Gonzalez. The last goal in the first half came from a free kick from Gonzalez, as she plays it short. There's Palma. Goes to the byline again, squares it across the goal, and the shot by Nunez. Lee's there, and it's out. Here comes Bamford. Gets it out for a throw-in, and Valdez will throw it in for Cuba. Now she leaves it behind for Borrego. Up the line it goes, Valdez to the byline. The cross comes in, it's a great cross. Miskicked in the end by Jermaine. Gonzalez, she fell over the ball. Out by BVI, Mohammed gives chase, but here's Palma. 1-2, Palma to the byline again. The cross by Palma. Bamford is there, off the crossbar, and Watley cleans up. Only as far as Valdez. Here comes Cuba, looking for number 7. Good cross again. Out this time by Gums. Shake. Finds Cox, lovely pass. Cox now probing. Changing the play beautifully. Here's Smith, can't control. Intercepted in the end by Chinea. Chinea still with the ball. Given away by Jermaine. Jermaine back to Chinea. Here's Gonzalez now, resetting. Moreno. Substitute number 8, Perez, trying to get into play. Here's Perez. Palma. Gonzalez miscontrols, intercepted. As Gomes tried to pull back, Gonzalez intercepts. Chinea. Moreno scored that terrific goal against St. Vincent the other night, on Thursday night. Hat-trick scorer Lee. Valdez. Lee again. Looking for options, get past Watley. There's Moreno. 1-2 by Perez. Moreno couldn't find Nunez. And Kimberly Smith gobbles it up. Actually, a good kick by Kimberly Smith, who was struggling in the first half to get any sort of distance with her goal kicks. Is Zaira Smith to Bamford, back to Smith. Bamford, and it's out of play. This BVI team, so inexperienced. We talked about the leaps they've made so far in just 45 minutes, gaining this vital experience. Valdez looking for Nunez. Nunez fell over the ball but retrieves it. Here's Valdez. Oh, great save by Smith. Despite the scoreline, Kimberly Smith has pulled off 3 blinders so far. This is the third. Valdez right on top of her, and look at that reactionary save. Corner kick, Cuba. But this young goalkeeper has done fantastically. Palma to the byline again. Looks for options. And it's out of play from Fahey. Hit the hand, but the hand was against the body. 2 substitutions for BVI now. It's going to be number 3, Morgan Crique. And Bamford, Zolita Bamford, the 16-year-old, coming off the pitch as Morgan Crique comes on. As number 13, Zaria Smith comes in, and number 12. Sorry, we're going to check those subs one more time. Yeah, Morgan Crique comes in, and number 11 comes out. There's the corner kick, Hernandez. Gonzalez rather, out by Fahey. So it's going to be a free kick for BVI. As Borrego walks away from this one. It was Cox actually who impeded Borrego, and it's going to be a Cuban ball as Moreno. There's Valdez now. Nunez with the shot, saved by Smith. Again, Kimberly Smith coming up big. It came straight at her. Here's Nunez, the substitute, on that left foot. And Kimberly Smith did a great job with the soft hands. Gomes rather. Referee heard the collision and blew the foul, and it's going to be a BVI free kick right in the center circle. Here's Gomes, and it was Moreno, the culprit this time. Long kick this time, headed out by Cuba. Valdez. Moreno. Chinea goes all the way back to Matamoto, who's probably begging for a touch of the ball. Borrego. You can see the speed of play by Cuba in comparison to BVI. Everyone's so assured on the ball. Palma. Nunez, he's slippery Nunez. Into Gonzalez now. Gonzalez, one more pass. And it's going to be Lee for number 4. Yarines Lee gets her beaver trick as Cuba get their 7th. Gonzalez with the assist. And Cuba go up 7 goals against British Virgin Islands. Yarines Lee with a 4-goal performance so far, and she's not done yet. Gonzalez just slips it across, the extra pass, takes her time, lines it up, and no chance in the end for Kimberly Smith. Got a hand to it, but not enough, not a strong enough hand to push it out. And in the end, pushes it into the corner of her own net. Cuba 7, British Virgin Islands 0. And here comes Valdez. Perez looking for that 1-2 with Lee. Brickwood now.
Su atención, por favor. En el minuto 56 de partido, gol de la selección de Cuba.
So it's going to be a throw-in for Cuba on the far right. Bodega back in the middle, and the header into Kimberly Smith's hands. Just to set the record straight, it was the number 3, Kira Woodley, was the substitution that came on only moments ago for BVI, and there was that header again by, who else but Yarines Lee, looking for that 5th goal. It's Bodego to Lee, going out to that right-hand side. Valdez now. Cuba looking for number 8, but the shot, and it's number 8. Valdez with the snapshot completely caught Smith by surprise. She gets her first for the night. All smiles for Cuba, all tears for BVI. Not much of a backlift, but the number 11 just put her laces through it, and it went right through Kimberly Smith's hands. There it is, looked up, looked for the pass, and just with a little bit of backlift, surprised Kimberly Smith to get her first and Cuba's 8th. Well, the one-way traffic continues. Here's Perez. How much can they get? Palma. Back across the goal, and it's cleared up by Kira Whitley. Perez, not out of the woods yet. 1-2, Valdez. Back to Perez, the substitute. Lee. Gonzalez, miss kick. Goal kick, British Virgin Islands. And a chance for them to collect their breath. And it's going to be another substitution now. Number 2 for Cuba will be coming in. Sorry, number 2, Lisandra Gonzalez will be coming out. The experienced left footer. And number 21, Ismelis del Toro, the midfielder from FC Santiago de Cuba, will be coming in. So a midfielder for a midfielder. And no doubt to give Lisandra Gonzalez some rest. Ball played in, Brickwood leaves it alone, and Smith gets there. So as the announcement's being announced, Del Toro in, Gonzalez out. Let's see if BVI can't seem to retain any sort of possession. That's number 13, Crique, the substitutes. And here's Brickwood, getting stuck in, gets a tackle, misses it, Palma. Palma again, and it's Watley who gets a deflection. Corner kick to Cuba. Palma already has an assist this evening, looking for another. So the right footer, Palma, is going to have an in-swinging corner. He's going to put this one near the 6-yard box. And she does. Here's Brickwood. Oh, and Nunez goes over. No call by the referee. Out by Crique. Borrego finds Moreno, who can shoot it from just about anywhere. Moreno finds Nunez. And a shot by Palma, saved by Smith. Great play by Cuba. Lots of short, small control touches on top of the 18-yard box. Moreno, Nunez with the header, and the one-time shot by Palma. There's number 21, Del Toro, finding the other substitute, Perez. Palma. Finding Moreno, who has great technique. Perez, intercepted by Gomes. Watley. Palma was pushed further up this left-hand side. Brickwood clears this one out. As soon as BVI gets any sort of room to breathe, immediately smothered by the Cuban midfield. Espinosa now with room. Yarinis Lee. Nunez. Borrego. Borrego now gets into the box. Problems for BVI. Borrego goes over. No call by the referee. Watley finds Whitney. Cox. And in the end, Cuba cannot get control of it. It's Gomes playing it out wide, but Espinosa is there. Back to Matamoros. Great clearance. Valdez finding Nunez, who has not stopped running since she's come on at the halftime. Nunez looking for options, slips it through, and a lovely finish by Yarinis Lee. That's goal number 5 for the number 13. And Cuba are on the doorstep of double digits. Cuba 9, British Virgin Islands 0. More celebrations.
Damas y caballeros, su atención, por favor. Anotación.
Nunez cleverly just rolls it across, and they don't pick up Yarinis Lee. Brickwood did not retreat, and Gabrielle Germain did not pick up Yarinis Lee, and she gets her 5th goal for the night. Well, we talked about this being a moment of growth for this BVI team, as we see the medical staff coming on. As a British Virgin Islands player, it's number 6, Chanley Watley, who was nursing an injury at the end of the first half. Looks like she's down again, and it does not look good. There's Valdez. That was her snapshot that got past Kimberly Smith. Lovely drive, and it ended up into the far post. It was her 1st goal for the night, and that was the 8th goal for Cuba. And Chanley Watley looks like she may be done for the evening. She came off in the first half and then came to the sideline. And a replica of what happened in the first game. Matamoros, the goalkeeper, comes off, and the captain for Cuba. And in comes in number 20, Yaniris Ramirez, who replaced Matamoros in the first game. Comes on to get a chance to get some valuable playing time, since her team are up 9-0. Coach Edelcio Griego giving his reserve goalkeeper some playing time. So Ramirez in, Matamoros out. The goalkeepers have been switched. And BVI are down to 10 players. Perez. Here they come again. Can they get number 10? Nunez. Looking for Valdez. Intercepted by Whitley. Out by Brickwood. Perez. The captain Moreno. Who was given the captain's armband by Matamoros. Moreno can shoot it. Who had that left-footed goal against St. Vincent and the Grenadines 2 nights ago. Looking to dip back in the well again with another left-footed drive from outside. Great shot, just over bar. And this ball is given away, and it's going to be Palma, saved by Smith. Look at the amount of Cuban shirts in the BVI box. And it's going to be Lee. Can she get number 6? No save by Smith. The Cubans are just lurking in the British Virgin Islands 18-yard box. Anytime there is a goal kick, there's no technique behind the goal kick. And there's Palma just trying to get another goal, and a foot save by Smith. No doubt in her shot-stopping capabilities. But her distribution, Smith, has got to be worked on. Chinea shouts of tranquillo on the sidelines. Calls for calm and patience. It looks like Jake has just won a throw-in for BVI. So the substitute is being made. Number 7, Cara Lewis coming in for Chanley Watley on that left-hand side, or centre-back position. Brickwood with the tackle. Brickwood again. Good control. Has come along nicely in this game so far. Brickwood. Still Brickwood. Trying to get through Del Toro and can't. Nunez. It's going to be a foul. Cara Lewis, who just came onto the pitch, has called for the foul. Here's Lewis, 7 on 7. Moreno with the free kick, goes long. Looking for Valdez, beautiful pass, threads it. Valdez to the byline. Valdez still across the goal, and a tap in for Perez. And that's number 10. We've officially reached double digits as Cuba steamrolling here over British Virgin Islands. As the baby cradle, clearly a message to her baby back home. Beautiful ball by Moreno. Valdez, great control, the shimmy, and just rolls it across, and no chance for Smith as Perez, the substitute, gets her first goal for the night, and Cuba's 10th. Cuba 10, British Virgin Islands 0. And from the looks of it, there will be more to come. 68 minutes gone. And looks like the substitute, number 3, Kira Woodley, is getting some medical attention. Looks to be in the lip region. Anything in the facial area is going to be looked at and scrutinized. Woodley coming on about 10 minutes ago for this BVI team, getting some valuable experience. Well, the theme of this match before by the technical staff of British Virgin Islands was a chance to grow and learn. And despite the scoreline, you can see improvements as they play in this competitive environment. The players having sharper touches, crisper passes, and no doubt they are growing and learning as the minutes and seconds tick by. And that was Cox trying to dribble through. Nunez. Intercepted. Here's Gomes now, the number 10. Given away, and here's Nunez was trying to thread it through for Valdez, intercepted by Brickwood. Valdez now. Throw in for Cuba. And the ball hits the referee. She's smiling. Referee Miranda has done a great job tonight, controlling this game, keeping the play flowing. The 5-goal scorer, Yarinisli Perez, who got number 10. Borrego back inside the box, looking for Palma. And here's Kimberly Smith. So athletic, such a great shot stopper. The BVI goalkeeper. And a good clearance there. Something you may not have seen in the first half. Moreno. Moreno finds Palma. Palma goes to the byline. Beautiful cheeky move. And Brickwood with an important interception. Jake. That was Chenia playing it to Del Toro. Beautiful move on Del Toro, finding Perez in that center midfield. Intercepted by Cox. Cox now bodying off, looking for some support. Showing good control. Here comes Cox. Gets past 2. Couldn't get past a 3rd. Here's Moreno. Moreno again. It's Chineda. Intercepted by Combs. Combs now. Chance for PVI to create something. And she can't keep it in play. Claps all around, small victories, and that's exactly what this team should be looking for. Little plays, little moments occurring in the game, small wins to build off of. Here's Lee. Cross, intercepted by Brickwood. Brickwood again. Borrego. Finding Valdez, looking for Nunez. And Crique has some time, the number 13, since she's come on. First time she's been on the ball. Only as far as Palma. Palma again. Palma tries to slip it through, intercepted. Lovely ball by Gomes. Jake. Foot race up the line with Del Toro. And it's going to be a throw-in for BVI. Zina Sheikh, number 17, from English origin. Has every right to play, of course, for the British Virgin Islands. They are part of the Commonwealth. Crique with the header. Janea. Lovely pass out to Palma, just a little too far. You can hear the cries of come up, stick as a team. So important for teams to try to stay together as a unit and not be separated. Think of it as a rubber band. The longer the rubber band stretches, the harder the team, the harder it is for the team to perform. Ball played outside for Nunez. Nunez now with space. Taking on the substitutes. Here's Nunez again into the box. Nunez! Oh, what a tackle! And it was the forward from England. Jasmine Cox with a goal-saving challenge. Nunez got past one, got past two, and look at Cox out of nowhere. Beautiful slide tackle. And we talked about those small victories, and the last touch did come off of Nunez, which made it even sweeter. Jermaine gives it away. Jermaine captaining his team tonight, as far as Jake, and it's out of bounds. Del Toro. Talk about experience versus inexperience. Cuba, of course, making the Concacaf Women's Championships 2 years ago, getting valuable experience there. Played in the Olympic qualifiers in 2018. Gathered experience there as well. And their federation has flourished ever since. Brickwood. "77 minutes in, Cuba 10, British Virgin Islands 0. Talked about the goal difference, so important for Cuba to contest with Haiti. As Moreno is looking for Palma, only as far as Nunez, back to Palma, it could be 11. Palma surely. And the left wing back slash left midfielder gets her first. Celebrations all around, despite the scoreline. You've just scored an international goal. And that is every reason to celebrate. The righty playing out on the left gets her goal. Look at Nunez just slipping through, seeing out at the corner of her eye, taking her time. Kimberly Smith has to come off her line to tighten that angle. She doesn't, and allows Palma to just put it in the corner. As Cuba gets their 11th. Chenier allows this one to go out, and it's going to be a goal kick for Cuba.
Damas y caballeros, gol de la selección de Cuba, minuto 77, la número 3, Jeremy Palma.
Beautiful ball to Del Toro. Del Toro with space now. Cuba marching. Palma looking for options. Intercepted by the substitute. It was Cara Lewis. Valdez, who has one goal already. Can she get number 2? Valdez again! That's her second. Beautiful individual play by Valdez. Eliane Valdez, number 11, gets her second goal for the night. And Cuba's 12th. As the onslaught continues, they look to the sideline. British Virgin Islands have no answer for the skillful Cuban team. First shot was a snapshot in the box that caught Kimberly Smith. This time, a solo run and a left-footed drive. Well, the last time these two teams played, Cuba won 21-0. And with under 12 minutes to go, it's only 12-0, so it has been a victory. And poor Kimberly Smith, who's been so active, had a number of great saves, and has been left exposed so often, has a bit of an injury. Spray comes out, some consultation right now. They look to the sideline, that's never a good thing. And they are not happy with the symptoms. Here it is again. This is Palma's goal 2 goals ago to make it 11. And beautiful pass by Nunez. And Palma making no mistake. You know, being such a young federation, hopefully the time and effort continues to pour into these young women. They talked about the training beforehand, the boot camp that they went through, and they know it is a chance to grow and learn. As we see the Cox trying to get this ball into play, does so. Only as far as Espinoza. Valdez to Moreno. Finding Perez. Palma. Palma gets past Jake and gets past Jamin as well. Miscommunication and can't keep it in play. It's going to be a goal kick for BVI. Poor pass, intercepted. Valdez now. Here's Nunez. Nunez, can she get her first? Nunez now cuts inside on the left foot, and the save by Smith, out by Brickwood. And Nunez, who's played so well since she's come on, can't get that goal. Perez out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick for Cuba. Sheikh, who started off as a forward or an attacking midfielder, has come all the way back now to support the defense in the dying embers of this game. Intercepted by Gomes. Chinea, Moreno. Moreno again. To the centre-back, Chinea. Nunez. Here comes the one-touch passes. Beautiful ball for Perez. And Lee can get number 6. Smiles all around as Yarines Lee gets her 6th goal of the evening. She has been the best player on the pitch. Constantly running, fantastic technical ability. And the number 13 gets number 13 for Cuba. Look at the left foot. That was one for the hands for Kimberly Smith, but who could fault her tonight? Went with the legs. As Cuba gets their 13th goal, and a substitution is taking place. Number 14, Siobhan Vanterpool, comes in for BVI. She gets to make an international debut. What a moment. Also number 21, Jokisha Rigobert, gets a chance to get some valuable minutes as well. Cox. Del Toro. Nunez. That's going to be Vanterpool, called for the foul. The lead by Valdez, and here comes Borrego, who's a fantastic cross of the ball. Borrego waiting for some support. Tries to beat one, and Cara Lewis kicks it out for a corner. Lee again, a shot and a good save by Smith. Smith goes long. Only as far as Chinea. And as soon as they catch their breath, there's Lee's shot again, another left-footed drive. And the shot-stopping qualities of Smith come to the surface. Palma. Looking for Nunez. And you can hear the collision. And And immediately, referee Miranda calls to the sideline. It's going to be a foul on Nunez. Vanderpool went right down. Nunez is still down, both players still down. It was an awkward challenge, an awkward fall. Here's that Lee getting another goal. It was her 5th for the night. Number 5, just taking her time. What a performance by number 13. Just brilliant.
Señoras y señores, el minuto 84 por la selección Islas Vírgenes Británicas ingresa.
So Vanderpool is back on her feet. She goes off to the sidelines. Will she continue? Nunez, the substitute, is limping. We'll get some sort of signal to see if she's going to continue or not. Looks like the referee is going to do a drop ball, explaining to Smith. Smith is going to take possession. Smith going long. Just no relief. Here comes Valdez. Slipping it through to Nunez. Can she score? Yes, she does. And it's 14. Nunez finally gets her goal. Yes, she is. Look at the celebrations. And gets a piggyback all the way to the half from Borrego. Cuba rampant. Cuba 14, British Virgin Islands 0. A lot of growing, a lot of learning being done for this British Virgin Island team during this 90 minutes. As Nunez finally just slips through, so elusive. And a calm finish to get her first for the night. Looks like awkward fall by Palma. The number 3 for Cuba, she's still down. And here's Cox from England. Heavy touch by Rigobert, the substitute. And here's the other 21, Del Toro. Nunez, lovely foot skill, Del Toro again. Borrego, looking for Valdez. Nunez. Borrego, no, this is Lee. Oh, and a heavy challenge by Cara Lewis. And Yarinus Lee somehow gets back on her feet. Look at this. Oof. No yellow card. And do not doubt for a second that Moreno can't have a shot from here. She has a terrific shot on her. Let's see if she goes for goal here. The chip, looking for Valdez, just over her head. Kimberly Smith now, happy to have that one in her hands. Jake tussling with Moreno. Moreno finding Valdez. Lewis coming out, intercepts. Crique. Espinoza. Valdez. Finding Moreno. Beautiful ball out to Del Toro. Jermaine missed tackles. Still Del Toro. Brickwood gets a piece. And in the end, Jermaine cleans it out for a throw-in. So we're in the 90th minute. I'm sure the British Virgin Islands will be asking the referee for this thing to be blown off. Cuba 14, BVI 0. It's Palma who went down awkwardly only minutes ago, takes it through in. Nunez. And it's going to be cleared away by Rigobert.
Señoras y señores,
And it's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. And here's Nunez. Cleared away. It's Fahey. Brickwood is in there, but here comes Valdez with control. Beautiful control. Valdez. And she goes down, no call. Referee waves her off. Del Toro. Jeremy. Here's Cox. Coming inside. Seems to have very good skill, Cox. Has been left on an island for most times for the night. That goes out of play, and it's going to be a Cuban throw. It's going to be Del Toro to oblige. Brickwood is having none of it. Out again by Brickwood. Resilient. Jeremy. Hounded by Nunez. Jeremy again. Intercepted by Palma and right into the substitutes. Rigobert's stomach. Rigobert again. Up the line it goes. Chenier covers with her best friend Espinoza. The 1-2 with Perez. Finds Valdez. Valdez still goes down, and Cara Lewis is dropping bodies on the floor since she's come on. The cross. Kimberly Smith comes out, can't get there. And Fahey just somehow clears it, but here's Moreno. She drives it just past the post. And BVI survive. And referee Miranda blows this one off after 90 minutes. Cuba 14, British Virgin Islands 0. World Cup qualifier in Honduras, Group E matchup. And Cuba has done themselves a great favor by really increasing their goal difference. Yadenis Lee scoring 6 goals was no doubt the best player on the pitch tonight. And goals from other players make this game a 14-0 game. Welcome back to the highlights between British Virgin Islands and Cuba in this World Cup qualifying match. This young BVI team looking for experience and growth, and the experienced Cuban team looking for points. Match is kicked off, and only moments in, we have Moreno slipping it through to Pelaez, and she gets the first goal for the night. And it'll be the first of 3 for her. And she'll not be the only person to have a hat-trick tonight. Here's Pelaez again, dragging this one back, and a beautiful finish in the top corner to get us to 2-0 in a rampant Cuban team who are going to try to get this score as high as they could. Brickwood misreads this one, and Yarinas Lee, the star of the show, gets her first for the night. And that takes us to 3-0 Cuba after only minutes in the first half. The poor goal kick. Pelaez turns provider. Yarinas Lee gets her second as we go to 4-0 Cuba. Palma gets to the byline, and Yarinas Lee gets her hat-trick with a lovely volley into the roof of the net. And it is 5-0 Cuba as they keep rolling. Gonzalez just before the half, the free kick. And Pelaez gets a hat-trick with a volley. And it is 6-0 before referee Miranda blows it off for the first half. Second half begins, and they begin where they left off. It is Yarinas Lee getting her 4th goal for the night from Gonzalez with the assist. You can see there again. Here's Lee, and here's Valdez getting goal number 8 with a snapshot. It was her first goal. Kimberly Smith caught off guard the goalkeeper, and that makes it 8-0 to Cuba. All smiles, and as well it should be. Here's Nunez, and she rolls it across for Yarinas Lee as Lee gets her 4th, and it's going to be Cuba's 9th goal. But they weren't done yet. Valdez getting to the byline, and there it was again, and this time it was Perez getting goal number 10. Perez, the substitute at halftime. Valdez turns provider on the number 8. All joys, and the baby celebration after. Nunez again finding Palma as Palma gets her first, and goal number 11 for this very dominant Cuban team who are really increasing their goal difference in Group E. Palma gets her first, and here's Valdez. Her first was a strike, her second an individual run with a left-footed drive to get her second, and Cuba's 12th. Yarinas Lee wasn't done yet as she gets her 5th goal to make this thing 13-0. And here it was again. This time it was Nunez, and she finally gets her goal. Coming on at halftime, and makes it 14-0 in an absolutely rampant performance by Cuba. So there you have it, at the end of full time, Cuba 14, BVI 0. And let's take a look at our full-time stats. As well as you can imagine, it's been all Cuba, 43 shots to 1, 17 of those on goal. The possession as well, 62% to 38. And the corners, very indicative, 12-0. A learning and growth part of their development for BVI and Cuba, a chance for them to go top of the group and try to pip Haiti at the end of the group stage. So that's all for tonight. Cuba 14, BVI 0. My name is Ryan Davis. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for joining our broadcast. We will see you soon for the World Cup qualifiers, CONCACAF style.